Hey, what is up guys? Today I'll be sharing some tips and tricks on Resident Evil 2 Remake for Leon to show you how to get through hardcore difficulty as well as obtain the unlockables that come with it. Now to do this you have to finish the game in under 2.5 hours with no more than 3 saves. I'll throw all the unlockables you can get on screen so you can see if they are worth it for you or not. So let's begin. You can only find 3 upgrades as opposed to 6 on standard locations on screen. On my runs I only pick up the West Office safe upgrade as the others involve backtracking and can waste your time. Did you know if you don't pick up the shotgun in the RPD, it will actually spawn in the lab area later in game? This is useful if you are going for competitive time and you don't pick up the shotgun, or if you do miss it, don't worry, it will spawn later on in the game. For Leon, I personally ignore the Magnum as it involves a lot of running around and backtracking to pick it up. You can waste up to 30 minutes or more doing this, especially when you're playing cat and mouse with Mr. X. If you do want to pick it up though, make sure you have a path set. Remember, if you die and load a previous save, the run timer will actually continue and not reset to the time you had at the time you saved the game. To bait Mr. X's attacks and get past him quickly, stand a few meters away from him and move forwards and backwards. Mr. X will go for a swing. This is when you move back and run past him as soon as he misses. This can take some practice but becomes very easy to perform once you have done this a few times. You can also use a flashbang on Mr. X to stun him if you are in a precarious situation. Another big difference with the enemies on hardcore is that the enemies have raised RNG for stuns, where a single headshot would always almost stun a zombie on standard difficulty. This almost never happens on hardcore. To get around this, shoot the zombies in the leg. This wastes less bullets and will eventually stun the zombie, giving you ample time to run past. Similar to RE4, there is difficulty adjustment in the game. It is not raised to the maximum automatically on hardcore like it was with RE4 on Pro, so AI reactions become unpredictable. Things like getting headshots and generally playing well will raise your score, and getting grabbed or missing shots will reduce it, so bear this in mind. This also affects how bosses will react and in general how hard they are the higher your score is. You can kill the dogs locked in the kennels before the first generator, as this will reduce the doggo count when they start spawning. You can shoot the licker when running through this hallway to the club key door to confuse the AI, so when you come out of this room, he will have disappeared. Careful though, as Mr. X is still around and is able to walk through this corridor. Zombies will also spawn outside the windows. When going to the library to use the winch, shoot the floor at this exact spot. This will attract the zombies in the room, giving you ample time to move the bookcases. Alternatively, you can throw a flash in the room to stun the zombies. You have up to 3 saves for this run. I suggest you save before every Birkin fight. G1. Did you know if you can cap your FPS, the knife will do more damage the higher your FPS is? It only takes around 18 to 20 hits to bring the G1 boss down with the knife as long as you have 120 FPS or more. I suggest bringing a spare knife for this fight in case you get grabbed whilst using the knife. For console players, you are stuck at 60. I highly suggest you do bring a spare knife. But it is doable, and I was able to do this for my 60 FPS speedrun, which has actually now placed me 31st on speedrun.com for my run. So believe me when I say it is doable. You can see how easy it is to take him down on the video. G2. Throw a grenade under the door after you get trapped in the room. This will spawn G2 outside of the room straight away and mitigate you running around avoiding his ceiling attacks. G2 is very weak to fire and will remain in his stun phase for as long as he is on fire. Getting the G2's health to 50% and under allows you to only have to use the crane once and knock him off, otherwise you'll have to do this twice. There is a flashbang and a knife near the crane controls, so make good use of them. G3. G3 has 1 insta-kill pounce attack. Avoid this attack at all costs, but if you have an item like a knife, you can get out of this attack if you do get grabbed. You will have to shoot all his exposed eyes to stun him so his weak spot appears. The eyes are located on his left shoulder, his right leg, and towards the top of his back. Make ample use of your knife when the G3 is stunned. There are 3 first aid sprays in the room. Ammo for the pistol are also located at the corners of the room. The Super Tyrant. This fight lasts for 3 minutes and 30 seconds until the rocket launcher spawns. However, if you are able to stun him, the timer will go down. It takes up to 3 stuns for the timer to go down to around 1 minute and 30 seconds. The Super Tyrant has an insta-kill move. You cannot avoid this attack, but you can stop it. When the Tyrant starts to roar, throw a flashbang or grenade to stun him. If you are close enough, put a few shotgun rounds into his exposed heart to stun him. You can also stand behind the fallen debris to mitigate this attack. Just be careful to stand far enough back or it will hurt you and sometimes kill you. So there you go guys, some useful tips and tricks for you for a hardcore run. I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to leave your feedback in the comments below and make sure you leave a like, as it did take me some time to get all this instructions together. Apart from that guys, I hope you enjoyed this video and be sure to subscribe if you really did enjoy this. Apart from that guys, I'll see you in the next video. Peace out guys.